We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 24, Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
43. Check, 43. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
Go! It's run!
Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Charlie. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw. Stafford. James has got it. Complete.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now it's Peterson. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Right back to Drake. And an alley to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, check. Jump.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's coming. Check him. Tight down. There you go.
At the 26-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Catch it. 61. Match box.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
I got him. Hey, Check Mike 34.
From the 45 on second down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. White. Hey, zoom. Hey, easy.
Johnson running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
It's been a long day for you. 40. Hey, wahoo. Let's go,
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go, D. Check 9, check 9.
On first down at Stafford. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a first down throw, Stafford. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
That's it, baby. What do you got? What do you got? Big hit. Check 15. Omaha, ready to move. 59. Mike to 59. Check. Mike's 5'9. Mike's 5'9. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll rifle, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Mike's 43. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hurry!
Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Double right. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. 43.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign in Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jordan Reed, 85 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 6'6", pull it high.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Johnson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Set 3, yellow 80, 43, yellow 80, 32. Rabbit. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Stafford now to throw. And James has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch twist. Recon, 132 fighter. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the